What's up, you guys? Thanks for coming back to my channel. This video, I'm going to teach you guys how to become a millionaire. What's the secret? What's the trick to becoming both rich and wealthy? Instead of doing one large video, I'm going to spread it out over 3 videos. So come back tomorrow at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 2 o'clock the day thereafter. And in those videos, I'm going to teach you why you have to get started today, and more importantly, how to get started. So those are the next 2 videos. Thereafter, I'm going to make a video on how to get Invisalign for 78% off, so it's like $1,600 or something like that. Open enrollment's right around the corner. And then lastly, I know a lot of you guys are looking for videos and tips, tricks, all that fun stuff on how to get cheap flights all around the world for pennies on the dollar compared to what you're used to paying. So for that, guys, let's get into today's video. So what is the secret? Well, the secret is called compound interest. What is that exactly? It is the snowballing of money. Albert Einstein once coined compound interest as the 8th wonder of the world. Those who understand it earn it. Those who don't pay it. With that, if you have $100 invested in the stock market, that money grows. If you have $100 worth of, say, credit card debt, that money grows. So those who understand compound interest will make sure to put their money into a situation where it grows for them rather than put their money into something that doesn't grow for them, does the opposite. The debt snowballs into a bigger and bigger hole that you got to climb out of. That is what compound interest is. Let me show you just how powerful compound interest is. This one little trick will literally change your life. So let's get into it. So let's say you have $1,000, okay, and it's sitting in a savings account, and we take that $1,000 and instead we put it into an investment. We don't add a single penny over the years. We let it grow for 40 years at an interest rate of 7%. What's gonna happen? Well, obviously it's gonna grow, but how much? My guess is that it's going to turn into about 16 times the initial investment. Turns out it's about 15,000, but 16 is close enough. How did I know that it was going to be 16,000? About. No, I didn't play with this before. It's because of a rule called the rule of 72. Basically, take 72, divide it by the interest rate, and it'll spit out a number. And that's how long it takes your money to double in that interest rate environment. So 72 divided by 7 is about 10. So if you invest money into the stock market, it will double every 10 years or so. And so if we have an initial investment today at $1,000, in 10 years it's going to be $2,000. In another 10 years it's going to be $4,000. In another 10 years it's going to be about $8,000, and in another 10 years it's going to be about $16,000. And in this case, it's about 15. So you can see it's not a perfect rule, but it's something that you can at least think to your mind, think in your own mind about how does this interest rate affect me? So similarly, let's say we do the opposite, and let's say you've got credit card debt. The average interest on a credit card is something like 18 to 20% or something like that. We'll just use 20, right? I'll be honest with you, I have absolutely no idea what this number is going to spit out, so let's just play. That $1,000 over 40 years turns into $1.469 million. This is assuming you don't pay any of your interest and you just let that credit card debt sit for 40 years. It turns into $1.4 million. Going back to what Albert Einstein said, those who understand earn, those who don't pay. Guys, this is why compound interest is so important to understand. This calculator is called a compound interest calculator. There's tons of them out there. You can play with it. I'll put the link in this description of this website in the description so you can play with it as you will, but just see how big of a difference you can earn versus pay. Personally, I'd rather be on the rich side of things, so I'm gonna earn it. So guys, this is the exact same situation, right? We have $1,000 as the initial investment and we make 0 contributions to it. We give it 40 years to grow at an interest rate of 7%. And this graph is a representation of exactly that. So this blue line is the amount of contributions made, right? So we make $1,000, and notice how it stays flat the entire time because we haven't added more money to this. The green, all of that is the growth. That is all of the interest that you would accrue over the 40 years. And just notice how big of a line that is at the very end. To wrap this video up, guys, this video is about compound interest. This concept is so incredibly important because it will make you rich or it'll keep you poor. It is one or the other. This is how I've been able to grow my net worth now to $500,000. Today I'm officially a $500,000, so that's kind of fun. But guys, you can do it too. That's what is so important. So with that, guys, if you found this information valuable, please hit subscribe. Please hit subscribe. It takes like 2 seconds. Hit the little notification bell. Please hit subscribe. If you don't have an account, because I know 75% of the people watching my videos are not subscribers, please, it takes like 2 minutes. It helps me out. It helps the channel out. I would really appreciate it. And like, share it with your friends because like I said, this concept is so incredibly powerful. It will turn you into a millionaire. Guys, thanks for coming to my channel. See you guys tomorrow. I'm going to release the next part of this mini-series, not on Netflix, but on the good old YouTube. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please come back and check out the next video as to why you needed to get started today rather than procrastinating and pushing it off into the future. And then the video after that is how to get started using compound interest to your advantage. And then thereafter, I'm gonna make videos on Invisalign, how you can get it for like 78% off, how to manipulate open enrollment and the benefits that your employer offer you, how you can kind of manipulate them so they offer you the most value. And lastly, I know there's a lot of people out there wanting videos on how you can get really cheap flights and how you can get flights all around the world for like pennies on the dollar compared to what you're accustomed to paying. So guys, if you like that kind of content, please hit subscribe. See you in the next one.